What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the BallGame podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Tom.
I'm Matt.
I'm Pete.
As you guys see, we have a very special guest, Mr. O'Sleaze Wellington. Welcome, O'Sleaze.
I'm back.
Yeah.
How is it hanging?
I'm excited. I'm happy. You know,
It doesn't hang, it dangles.
Nick,
Just tilt.
can you
one
make
way.
O'Sleaze louder on the soundboard? He's number 6.
it indeed does dangle though. In case anybody was wondering.
Oh my god! I'm so happy. I'm now informed with how large O'Sleaze is being.
Yeah.
I had to see your shit. You're gonna hear about me. All right.
Yeah, but all right, playoff basketball. We're in the second round. The defending champions are down 2-0 to the Minnesota Timberwolves and the new face of the NBA, Anthony Edwards. So, what are our reactions after game 2?
I think the best way to put it is the Nuggets just aren't performing.
Yo, fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro. Steal a line from someone on this fucking.
Hey, look, it was I either thought Chris was gonna say it, or it was definitely gonna be Tom saying it.
Yeah, that was a golden opportunity.
Because that's what I said yesterday. Like, it's true. Like, they're just not fucking performing. Like, let's get into the details of this and that. But like, fuck that. They just didn't fucking perform. Like, absolutely atrociousness. Like,
So
Absolutely.
so it was an atrocity. Like,
for those that don't actually understand the reference that we're getting at, so Pete has to give the greatest reactions to every game. Because it's the most simplistic thing ever. Like last night we were talking about the Nuggets game, and Chris was like, "There's no way they come back from this, right?" And I was just like, "Yeah, the Nuggets are cooked, whatever." And Pete is just like, "The Nuggets just aren't performing." And like for every game,
You're not
for
wrong.
every
I
game,
mean,
Pete will give you like a 1-sentence analysis of the most basic thing that he could possibly say about a game. Which you're right, but it just makes me laugh every time.
you know what it is? It's like we can be in there and be like, "Yo, kids didn't do this and did that," and it's just like, nah, bro, they just didn't perform.
Which I mean,
Straight up,
granted,
you know what I mean?
like it really
Like,
does
It
boil
really is
down
just
to
that
just
simple sometimes.
nobody performed.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
came to play, bro.
I call it insta hot. You know what I mean? Like, insta hot. Like, you got your sink. Like, you don't got to go ahead and boil it up. You just fucking press that bitch down and it's hot water. Like, I'm
Who
fucking
has
insta
that?
hot take. Like,
You have that?
yeah, insta hot. It's like a little button you press and just hot water comes pouring out right away.
Yeah, I can't relate to that one.
Shit's a game changer.
I don't have that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
people will know what I'm talking about.
I don't think
Yeah,
people are gonna.
rich people, I guess.
I don't know.
Jesus.
That's not a rich thing.
I have
It's a
that's
fucking
gotta
pipe
be a
you
rich
connect.
thing, brother.
It's like a,
Let's
gotta
get
be
in
a
the slums
thing.
over here, brother. It does.
You have the biggest house here, so I think
My
that's
water.
saying
My
what's
water. I
up.
still have to
It's
wait for
only
my
one
water to
pipe.
heat up. Unfortunately.
I don't know, man.
electric in a pipe. You fucking.
We get it.
and
We
then-
get it. We get it. You're rich. Okay?
No, I'll install it for you. All right, 0 cost.
just to prove a point.
right.
Yeah,
I don't
getting back to
we don't got to
yeah.
talk about the Nuggets, really.
No, you guys can get into it. I'm sure
No.
you guys got opinions. I know Obi's got
I
something.
think
to
we
say.
do have to talk about
Oh,
the
definitely
defending
have to talk
champions
about
are
the
down
Yeah, you gotta talk about
2-0.
the
What do you
Nuggets,
mean?
bro?
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah.
They shouldn't.
Jamal sucks.
No one does that to the Nuggets, though.
They're
That's why it's so like out of the like. We don't know how to even address it because we've never seen it before.
They smacked around
Right.
the Lakers 2 years in a row, and they did it this time, and we were like, well, that's it. Give them the trophy. Wrap it
Like
up.
they made beating Bron and AD look so easy, and now it's like it's just night and day basically.
Did
Yeah.
they make it look easy though?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. they
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
They went down by 20 in like multiple games.
and it
They
was never
easily
in
came
doubt.
back.
They
Yeah.
easily came
And
back.
nobody ever thought, okay, the Lakers comfortably can win this game. Nobody ever thought that.
Nope.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
I guess.
watching these first 2 games, when Minnesota went on their run, I was kind of just waiting for Denver to respond with a run
Yes.
of their own, and it just never happened. And I mean, we talked about it before we hit record. I mean, they're getting fucking punked and disrespected right now.
Literally.
That's the biggest takeaway. Like, it'd be a different situation if they just lost these games, but they're getting fucking embarrassed. KCP is just simply too small for
Oh
Anthony
my God.
Edwards.
Yeah.
KCP is a good defender. He just doesn't have the strength. I mean, Anthony Edwards is
It's a beast.
getting to wherever he wants in the mid range, and when he's hitting the mid range, pretty impossible to guard. I mean, he's getting to the lane at will. And Jokic, I mean, let's call it what it is. Like, let's not forget that Jokic had concerns about guarding in the pick and roll, and I didn't think it was going to be Minnesota to expose that.
crack
But
that code.
I mean, You see Edwards getting downhill at Jokic in the drop, and it's just
Oh
so
my god.
so easy for him. It's just a quick Euro step, and
Yep.
Jokic, like, for as much as we praise Jokic for improving on the defensive end and his quick hands and all that, he's just too slow for Anthony Edwards going downhill. And I mean, they're getting fucking exposed, and it doesn't help when the others aren't coming along for the ride. Who those guys were phenomenal in round one. Obviously, Jamal Murray struggled. He hit the 2 big shots, had some big fourth quarters, but Michael Porter Jr. looked elite in round one. Aaron Gordon was doing his thing. KCP was doing his thing. When you're not getting anything from those guys, having the best starting 5 in basketball is kind of obsolete at that point. And then we see their lack of depth because the Timberwolves are having fucking Jaden McDaniels out there guarding Jamal Murray full court. All right, Jaden, you need a breather. Here comes fucking Nikhil Alexander-Walker picking up even harder. Like, they're getting punked.
Yeah, no
And
matter what they
then-
do. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you see the frustration boiling over too, where Jamal Murray's throwing a fucking heat pack onto the court, throwing a towel at the ref, like just it's
Mike Malone
melted
almost
down.
squared up with a ref.
It's
That was
melting.
crazy. Yeah,
It's
that was-
melting down. Like it's really bad right now. And I mean, I honestly, the reason that I said we don't really need to talk about the Nuggets much is because I want to give so much credit to the other side of things. Minnesota's we argue that they're potentially the best team in the league now. Just simply put, like,
Yeah.
you don't go in.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the Rangers scored.
Yeah,
Let's
Rangers
go.
scored.
You don't go in punk Denver like that at home. Like, it's one thing if they were beating the shit out of them in Minnesota. They just went to the Nuggets' house and took it the fuck over. Like, and then at the end of the game, Nuggets fans were so quiet. All you heard was Anthony Edwards getting MVP chance
Mhm.
from the Minnesota Timberwolves faithful that was there.
Yeah.
My God, Minnesota has built something special. And it goes without saying that the GM of the Minnesota Timberwolves, or president of basketball operations, I think it's Tim Connolly, former GM of the Nuggets, or involved in the front office with the Nuggets. So if anyone knew how to build a team that would be able to take out the team that he built, it's him. So yeah, Minnesota is something else. And Karl Anthony Towns has been playing his ass off recently as well.
Yeah, give them their flowers. I mean,
Yeah.
people were talking that were saying that Gobert trade was the worst trade of all time, and now he just won another Defensive Player of the Year.
I
And
know that's
for
crazy.
good measure. I mean, this
Boy,
defense
that
is
thanks.
this defense is hounding. Yeah, if they win it all, there are going to be some tough conversations about Rudy Gobert. I'm just saying.
I feel
They
like,
already should be now.
yeah.
I know.
I
They
feel like
just-
just
granted, he
did what
didn't
they
play.
just did without him.
I was about to
That's
say,
the
granted, he
craziest
didn't
part,
even
bro.
play. Yes.
That was one of the best defensive performances I've seen in my life from him.
And he's coming back with dad
there.
strength.
Coming back with that strength. They're gonna be home. That the Nuggets are cooked. I
Yes.
mean,
Yo,
I compare it to you look at the Mavs Clippers game one. The Clippers dogged them, but there were adjustments, easy adjustments for the Mavericks to make, and a lot of it was as simple as just make your open shots for the Mavericks. The Nuggets aren't getting open
Getting
shots.
open shots.
They're not getting open shots. No one's coming through that
Timberwolves
door to
defensive.
save them. Like they
Suffocating.
have to go to Minnesota. It's going to be rocking there for game 3. They're cooked. It's over.
I feel like a question we get in depth about is, do we think the Nuggets bounce back from all this?
I don't know. KCP is a free agent after next year, I think.
Well, do we
Well, I
think
think
they
he meant immediately.
He's-
do we think the Nuggets bounce back in this series?
Oh no, they're cooked.
So I don't want to
And
just say
Is there a world where they do bounce back though?
I don't want to given that
Yeah,
they're the-
definitely. I mean,
they're
it's a possibility, but it definitely doesn't look good right now. But you go in and win game 3, you take one at home from Minnesota after they just dogged you in your house. Like, yeah,
they're
come
the
back.
defending champs, so I don't want to just sit here and as my mom just continuously texts me. I don't want to just say that like they're cooked because again, defending champions and you have the reigning best player in the NBA. And arguably the MVP for this season. So I don't want to just say that it's over, but I don't know how you adjust to what we just saw. I think it boils down to if nobody else is going to come for the ride, Jokic is just going to have to take 40 shots if it comes to it. Like, I don't care how he gets it because I need to give all the credit in the world to Naz Reid, Karl Anthony Towns, and even Rudy Gobert, bro. Like, Kyle Anderson was giving him some fits too. It's just the amount of bodies you could throw at him, there's not one player in the Timberwolves rotation that is an even average defender. Cat has improved to becoming above average defender. Naz Reid has improved to becoming an above average defender. And then you have 4 or 5 all-NBA level, like all defensive caliber guys. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's a way you bounce back. But again,
Well, that's the thing too. Like Jokic isn't even getting his. Normally, it's all right. Let's stop the other guys and let Jokic get his.
Yep.
That's normally the strategy. Jokic isn't even getting his. So there's just
What's
they're
left?
they're taking away everything. They're taking away Jokic's scoring and they're taking away his playmaking because no one else is getting going. So there's not really an adjustment. I don't really know what the adjustment is. I mean, they're completely taking away the 2-man game with Jokic and Murray, and that's kind of the bread and butter when push comes to shove. So if that can't get going, then I don't really think there's an answer. All Minnesota has to do is handle business at home in this next game, and it's wraps.
Oh, Sleazy, what are your thoughts so far, buddy?
Yeah, well, Sleazy.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, kind of how Michael Malone did in his presser after game 2. It's not really, of course, they got punked, they got embarrassed. We all seen that, which is new to us because we've never really seen the Nuggets kind of get handled like this. How Michael Malone said, it's really not about what happened, it's about how do you respond. Yeah, they came in here, they kicked your asses twice. Now, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
So I'm more concerned. I'm not really of course, the losses are concerning. They down 2-0. Anybody would, be concerned with them. But I'm more concerned with how they move on from here. Like, what is the sense of urgency? What is the defensive schemes? Y'all gonna try something new, or like just how do you get back to playing Denver Nuggets basketball after completely getting embarrassed on your home floor, which a lot of people say Denver is a very tough place to play at because of the altitude. So the fact that they walked in there and pretty much spanked y'all, it is concerning. But I'm more concerned with what happens next.
Last thing before I move on from this, in terms of like everything I have to say, I will say, do not let the Nuggets get game 3. Once that doubt starts creeping into Minnesota, they haven't been there and done that before. So if you let them get 1, the defending champs, you let them get rolling even a little bit, this could become an avalanche very quickly.
Yeah.
So
just don't let them find something that works.
Yes, exactly.
As bad as it is, the Timberwolves beating them, the Nuggets could really turn this around and start beating on the Timberwolves just as bad.
Yep. I agree.
Can they though?
I think they
It's
can.
still them.
Just because we don't see the path, like we're not NBA head coaches or you know what I mean?
Michael
Like,
Malone is one of the best.
Michael Malone's one of the best in the league. They're the reigning champs. They have the best player in the world. There's a way that this gets turned around.
But
I don't
so
know
is-
what it is,
But
but
so
like,
is Chris Finch.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
no, for sure.
I don't think there's a way. I think Minnesota, just the momentum they're playing with right now. You add Rudy Gobert back next game, and you're gonna be at home.
This is why Matt said you can't let the Nuggets get game 3.
Worst case, you lose game 3 and you win game 4, also in front of your home crowd. I don't see them. I don't see them losing 2 at home, bro.
But that's why I'm saying if you let the Nuggets if you go up 3-0, it's over, right? That's it.
If you go up 3-1, most like 80,
No, but that's not what I'm
90%
saying.
of the time it's over too.
I'm saying if you let the Nuggets get game 3, you're now giving them the opportunity and the thought process that it's like, we got 1 in your house. We'll go get another now.
Well, yes, theoretically, if they keep winning games, they would win the series. I'm saying is What I'm saying is that
still more crucial than people realize.
Game 3 is crucial for the Nuggets because their backs are against the wall.
I think it's also crucial for the
I think it's also crucial for both, honestly.
But the Timberwolves get another chance at home.
But I'm saying that they cannot give the Nuggets even the smallest thought or modicum of feeling that there's like.
Well, yeah, ideally they'd sweep them. Ideally, any team would want to win in 4.
Yes, but I'm saying there's still added.
You're making it
pressure on
seem
the
like if they
Timberwolves.
lose game 3, they're gonna lose the series. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's
No,
not.
but I'm saying
it's
the
not
doubt's
over
now
if they
going to
lose.
creep in.
Obviously, if they lose game 3, they'd have more hope than if they're down 3-0. Yes. I don't know.
I'm saying most teams could win the first 2, lose the third, be up 2-1, and like you feel great.
Okay.
I'm saying the Nuggets can win game 3, and the T-Wolves are going to be like, Oh, fuck.
I think they're gonna still feel great. They
I don't know.
punk them on their home court, and they get to play them again at home.
I don't know.
I think it's more of the fashion of how the Nuggets beat them in game 3.
That's also true.
Right.
Like if the Nuggets walk into Minnesota
The
and kind of hand them
Timberwolves-
an ass whooping with how they got ass whooped, then it's kind of like, all right, we
Well,
back
shit,
into
yeah.
we back into Nuggets form.
The
Yep.
Timberwolves don't have to, like, obviously you want to keep your foot on the gas and handle business for sure, but they don't have to be worried until it's 2-2 going back to Denver if that happens. If you could go up 3-1 going back to Denver, you're fine because you'll be able to close. Worst case, you'll be able to close it out in 6 on your home floor.
You would hope.
Their crowd is going to be. I know Denver's home court is the strongest ever, but
They just smacked
they
them twice.
the home court's done. They took home court. They didn't just take home court; they snatched it.
Yeah, yes.
They're in
Yeah.
full command of the series. If they lose game 3, like obviously it sucks to lose, but there's no
It's
panic.
not a must win.
Yeah, just do what you have to do.
Part of me.
I don't
still
think they panic, but it is a lot of it's more pressure on the Nuggets, obviously, because going through is clearly you probably are going to lose the series. But it's not just like it's not all the pressure is on Denver to win the game.
That's what
There's
I'm trying
still
to say.
there's still a immense amount of pressure on Minnesota to not give Denver life. Is basically
Yes.
what-
Well, yeah,
Like-
for sure.
If there's any other team, if the Timberwolves were playing the Suns right now, or if they were even playing the Thunder, for example, I would say, you know what? They go ahead, they win game 3, feel no different about the series.
Yeah.
It's the Nuggets. That's the only reason I'm saying that. I'm saying do not even give
Yeah,
them the
but they just
chance.
punked the Nuggets in Denver.
Not
No one thought
disagreeing
that
with
was
that.
going to happen.
They also have 4 days of rest now, which is huge, especially for injuries to like Jamal. We know KCP was dealing with a
Gives
little
Rudy
bit of
enough
something.
time to meet his kid and form that bond with his kid.
It's true. Dad strength is a real thing. Dad strength
Yeah,
is a real thing.
I don't know. I think they're dead in the water. I think no matter what the fuck happens in game 3,
I can't say the Nuggets are dead. I just can't say that yet until I see
We'll
them.
see after game 3, you know?
Yeah.
And then, and then
It's only happened, I think, 6 times or 5 times in NBA history where the road teams won
The first 2.
the first 2 games and then
And
lost the series. Only like 6 times in NBA. That shit don't happen. The Nuggets are great, but
Denver's one of them.
But I'm not gonna lie, if anybody was to do that,
Yes.
it would be Denver probably.
what's the adjustment then? If you guys are so high on like you can't say the series is over. Well, I know Tom, you said we're not NBA coaches, but we are on a podcast. Let's analyze a little bit. What is the adjustment?
I think it really is as simple as Jokic can simply just return to Jokic form and make ridiculous shots. Like I really do. They turned him over a lot. He's being a little careless with the ball. I think when you're a great player like him, you come to realize a lot of these things and you learn very quickly through 2 games. We watched, granted, the Knicks won in the series, but we watched Jalen Brunson struggle for 2 games, like play like absolute dog shit. And thankfully, we walked out with a victory. But after those 2 games, we watched him then proceed to drop 40, 40, 40, 40, or 37, and then a bunch of 40 pieces. Great players just have an ability to realize something, notice how your game planned, and then after those 2 games, it's like, all right, we figured it out. So,
But is that enough? Is Jokic getting going in the scoring department more and cleaning up the turnovers? Is that enough? They dogged them, bro.
I think so, because it's Jokic. It's like,
I mean, 40 points is 40 points. It doesn't matter who's giving it to you. Like if Michael Porter Jr. goes out there and scores 40.
that's a different thing, though. If Michael Porter Jr. goes out there and scores 40, it's different than Jokic going out there and scoring 40. Because you could expect Jokic to go for 40.
Right.
If Porter Jr. is going for fucking 40, the rest of your team is probably.
not getting no
No,
40.
I agree
No, I
with
was just
that.
saying
I'm just-
hypothetically, like,
a Jokic 40 is different than a Porter Jr. 40.
Right, but
Porter Jr.
what I'm saying is Jokic is struggling right now, but we expect Jokic to
Get right.
Yeah.
and put up points. He's a great player. He does that. But what I'm saying is Jokic putting up, what did he put up in this game? Not a lot.
16 and 16
Okay,
on 13 shots.
Is Jokic putting up, let's say 34 points instead of 16? Does that swing this game?
I mean, the first game they lost by 7. So
No, yeah, I'm just talking about this game in particular.
But-
This game, they looked dead in the water. Like there was no adjustment that could say. Obviously, that's what's going to happen when you lose by 40. But
Right.
even in, like I say, I referenced game 1 with the Mavs and the Clippers, and I know the Mavs were just simply the better team too. But in that game, like the Mavs won the second, even though they got fucking dicked down, they won the second half. Like there were things to take away. There was nothing to take away. And again, they're going back to Minnesota. Rudy Gobert is gonna insert himself back into the lineup. Like what? Jamal Murray's hurt and suspended, and in his head, not suspended, fined, but in his head, clearly he's not right.
No.
That's what I was gonna say. The adjustment was for me was it has to be more of Jamal Murray than.
That's what I was thinking. I agree.
Yeah.
Like because
I
we
expect
seen
Jokic
when he
to-
played against LA, like he kind of played terrible for a lot of the probably out of the games they won. He played like shit for 3.5 quarters of those games and had great fourth quarters and proceeded to hit 2 game winners. He can't do that now and expect to keep winning. He can't keep playing like that and then just expect to be winning games off game winners. It's not going to happen every time. You have to.
He's
be
the
good
swing
from
factor in
the
the
start
series.
to the finish. He has to play good.
Right. He's the swing factor in the series, and he was the swing factor in the series against LA too. But LA was dog shit enough to where he didn't have to get going until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Minnesota, you can't play around like that. He has to. But if he gets going, that could. I agree with Osweezy. I
Then
think
that's
that's
different.
kind of the X factor. But like, I mean, like get going, like Jamal Murray playoff form, not like a calm 23 or whatever. Like
Yeah,
I
Has to be
need
35,
30 bombs.
38,
Yeah,
right.
I need him to get going. That's the only way. He kind of has to not match, but like in those, I expect the games to be closer. I really do. I don't think they're gonna get punked like that for the rest of the series. At this point in time, I do expect Minnesota to close it out, but I do expect it to get closer. But for them to have a chance, especially down the stretch of these games, it's gonna have to be Jamal Murray kind of matching a little bit of what Anthony Edwards does. Obviously, that's a hard ask, and I don't think he has to match him exactly, but there are going to be time like you guys are getting to. It's still going to be a long series, like probably like 6 games maybe, but Jamal Murray has to kind of in those clutch moments go toe to toe with Anthony Edwards, so he has to show up. Yeah, it's kind of that simple. That's really the only adjustment. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. hit some shots, KCP hit some more shots. I'd like to see them throw Aaron Gordon on Anthony Edwards, like I mentioned at the top. KCP is too
We
small.
saw possessions of it, and it was even Aaron Gordon couldn't.
Yeah,
do anything, bro.
I don't,
Like-
and that's another reason why I think Minnesota has it too. Because no matter what Denver does on offense, this isn't the Minnesota team from the regular season that was a middle of the pack offense. This offense is firing on all cylinders right now.
I don't even.
All the role players are hitting shots. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, for as great as he's been on defense, every time they need a shot from him, he's hit it. Mike Conley, timely shot after timely shot. Obviously, Aaron Edwards has been phenomenal. Cat, I think his shooting splits in the playoffs so far have been
Bro,
pretty
it's
damn great.
57, like 40.
Yeah, they've been fucking phenomenal. Nas Reed is Nas Reed. He's a GOAT. Like,
We love that.
their offense, for as much as their defense is firing on all cylinders right now, their offense looks pretty unstoppable right now, too. So I don't. Shit, man. It's an uphill battle here for the Denver Nuggets. I guess they have a lot of mountains up there, so they're used to uphill battles.
It's just the Mile High City for.
And
a
on
reason.
that note,
All right.
The New York Knicks went up 1-0 against the Pacers yesterday, beat them 121 to 117. And I saw NBAU tweet out the Knicks are allergic to close games. I mean, the Knicks playoff run so far, it's been thriller after thriller. So, how are you guys feeling after the Knicks take a 1-0 lead?
Fucking electric, bro. I mean, like a fucking dub and a half.
Thank you, refs. Thank you, refs.
Yes.
type
Please
shit.
say thank you to the ref.
Thank you,
Yeah.
refs.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of controversy
There
on that.
was-
I mean, it feels good to be on the New York Knicks side.
It was
but,
questionable.
Yeah,
it was
Very,
questionable at fucking best.
So they came out and said that the offensive foul called on Miles Turner, they uphold that.
That
was an
should be
offensive foul.
upheld.
Yeah.
It was a
Oh.
moving screen.
It's my biggest pet peeve, man.
I hate that they called it.
Tyrese Halliburton. No, I don't give a shit about that.
Um,
Tyrese Halliburton, bro. Wait for your big man to set the screen, brother. Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
I hate he
man.
does that a lot, but they let
That's
Okay.
freshman
So-
year of basketball. That's the first time you
Yeah.
play in a serious pick and roll offense. You got to wait for your dog to set the screen.
he
bro.
comes off a pick and roll and doesn't look to score like 90% of the time.
So yeah, that's what. So I saw. Obviously, we all saw a lot of people saying Pacers versus refs, blah blah blah, all that. And like, did the refs definitely help decide the outcome of this game? Yes, but we have all watched and played a good amount of basketball over the years. we know the refs don't decide a game. All in all, your all-star point guard had 6 points. That's a problem. That's a big problem. If he scores 15 points, they probably win this game.
6 points on 7
Which
shots.
is like
I
crazy.
took him for 15 points. He was the only.
Bro,
stat
every
that
time
didn't
I
hit.
look on Underdog almost every day and I see
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton 17 and a half points. And I'm
Yeah.
like, the dude's an all-star. He's got to get more than that. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He just like, he drives and
You don't
is
wanna watch
always
the
looking to
last
kick
6
out.
minutes?
No, I was just flipping to see the score.
He drives and he's always looking to kick out or find somebody cut. He's never looking to be aggressive with scoring the ball. And that's a serious issue for the best player on what you want to be, a championship team or a serious playoff team. You need your stars to be aggressive and take over games, and he just has not done that.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off of that on the Pacers side of things. So, I mean, in this game one, I mean, what was on full display in this game was the Pacers' large amount of depth and the Knicks' kind of lack of it at this current moment due to injuries. I mean, Andrew fucking Nembhard, man. How could you not love that guy? How could you not love that guy? Picking up full court, always making the right play. I think he only had like 12 points or whatever it was.
No, but they were like
his-
important points.
yeah,
Like, when
his
he scored,
impact
we knew
was
they needed
felt.
it.
I'll tell you, TJ
Yeah.
McConnell put on.
TJ
for us, bro.
McConnell's
TJ
impact was
McConnell,
felt. Miles Turner, obviously moving screen at the end of the game, pretty unfortunate, but Miles Turner was phenomenal
Isaiah
in this
Jackson
game.
had a great game.
Yeah, their depth was just on full display. Pascal was going a little bit earlier on, but kind of fell off as the game went on, and I had him for fucking
killed you.
20 plus points, but he had 19, killed my parlay. Fucking scumbag.
I had OG over 22 and a half points and rebounds. He got 22. So
Wow.
Wow.
feel that.
Losers, bro.
Bro, Pascal's hitting some tough shots.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like you mentioned, Tom, Tyrese Halliburton got to come along for the ride. And normally in these instances, I would look at it and say, hey, the role players found something. You just need the star player to come along for the ride. And we expect that of star players. Tyrese Halliburton, the past 5 months, this has been what it's been for him.
Yeah,
like, this has been the trend for him. So I can't, from a Pacers perspective, I can't look at this and say, oh, we're good. We know Tyrese Halliburton's going to come along, because is he going to come along? That's kind of, listen, if their role players play like this and Tyrese Halliburton's coming along for the ride, like, we have a series. We definitely have a series. That their depth was on full display in this one, in the Garden. Those guys, a lot of those guys, it's their first taste of playoff basketball too. You look at an Isaiah Jackson, you look at a Andrew Nembhard, a second round game in the Garden. That's a tough environment, and especially for role players who, the shots are limited. It's hard to get into a rhythm. Those guys all came prepared and ready to go. So, I mean, from that perspective, you probably don't feel the worst about losing this one. It's, you're on the road. You're supposed to lose a game one on the road. It would have been nice to steal it, but yeah, I mean,
you're definitely hurting a little.
Yeah, for sure.
Given the referee situation, like,
For sure.
The way they lost the game.
Like, I hate
Brutal.
to. I'm not gonna just throw it at the refs, because obviously, as you guys said, but man, that kickball violation, it's a bad
That was
call.
bad.
It's a really bad call.
That was bad.
Is that the difference in the game? Probably not, but it could have been.
Yeah. You could argue that they all add up,
But I mean, the Pacers still made a bunch of mistakes down the stretch. I mean, you let us, every time that the Pacers gained a little bit of a lead, you just let Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart go nuts. Dante DiVincenzo hit some crazy shots. Bro, the Villanova trio, my God.
Man,
Yeah.
My
they're something else.
God. Combined for nearly 90 in this game.
That's another huge concern, is they have no answer for Jalen Brunson. I mean, not many teams do, but they have no
Not the
answer.
soul.
Andrew
This-
Nembhard was trying his
Trying
ass
his
He
off,
really
best,
was,
bro.
man. And he
TJ
just,
Like Aaron Neesmith is trying his hardest, and there's just nothing he can do.
Them three
That's
were,
another one who came to play. I didn't
Yes.
even mention Neesmith
Yeah.
was fucking
Yeah,
sick.
poster.
in this
them
game,
three
man.
were trying so hard, and they couldn't do anything against
which has to be like demoralizing.
the Sixers had long
They had the
boys.
recipe.
They had long
They had the
boys.
recipe.
And yet
Yeah.
the last 4 games, Brunson still averaged 40 on their ass. I just got
Yeah.
a cramp. Sorry. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But,
40 is
uh,
crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, like, you get all this
Not
stuff,
crazy
and you
enough,
just
yeah.
can't stop him. You can't.
No, he's just in that mode
He
right
just
now.
he just like fucking like makes it happen. Like watching him play. All right, you now I'm insecure about saying shit because I feel like I'm getting fucking generic fucking thing every time.
Now
I
you
say
gotta go.
something.
Now you gotta go in depth.
No, but like I don't know, just like whenever Jalen Brunson like is going for a shot, I'm always like all right, regular basketball, I'm watching them like they're taking shots. When Jalen Brunson goes to shoot, I'm always like this,
The edge.
and then it fucking goes in, and I'm like wow, and the next thing you know, I do that 20 times up to 40 points, and then by the end of the game, I got a fucking back cramp.
No,
I'm doing that.
his
Yeah.
recipe for success is getting tough 2-pointers, layups,
Yeah.
fadeaways, and
I think he made his first 3-pointer. Was it in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was deep.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
deep in the game.
Yeah, but he only took 3 before that. So he was
Yeah,
1
only
for
took
4.
a 4
But,
total. Yeah.
but yeah, he just gets up close, bro. Tries to draw a foul, takes a lot of contested shots. Majority of them go in, and majority of his fouls he does fucking draw. So with that being said, that is going to add up to fucking 40 points by the end of the game.
It's just wild because the degree
So
of
it doesn't make
difficulty.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Very
at game
difficult.
6, dude, and like obviously I've seen a good amount of basketball live. I've never seen a player like obviously I watched Luka, we watched Prime James Harden, but live, I've never seen a player with that much burden in a single game. Like it was like when you're watching a game live, it's different. I saw every jersey tug, every hit, every slap. Like he got the shit beat out of him, and somehow, some way, that motherfucker gets better as the game goes on, and it
Yeah.
really doesn't make sense because at this point he should have no legs. Like it's really insane.
yes.
it's
none
really
of them
insane.
should. Him,
So
him
I-
Dante, OG, Josh, they should. None of them
None
should
of
have.
them-
No,
legs.
none of
It
but
makes no sense.
they like, especially like obviously, like I'm not a Knicks fan, but I watch a good amount of Knicks. I've watched them this year. Seeing that game live, they really catch the ball and immediately look to pass it back to him.
Yep.
Josh Hart,
Or
like
catching it.
Josh Hart sometimes stepped into the 3. He made the one to clinch the fucking series, which was great. But even that one, like it wasn't
trying
like
to
he
get it
caught
back.
it and
Yeah, yeah.
stepped into it. He did a fucking fake pay. He was looking for that motherfucker.
But I will
Like-
also say that there are a lot of possessions where they will hunt a mismatch for OG or Dante.
No, yeah, they're
Dante has started
doing
to turn
their
into
thing,
a little bit,
but
a little self.
for the most part, more times than not, it's give the ball to Brunson and then
get the
get-
fuck out of the
Get
way.
the fucking
Are-
rebound.
are
if
we-
you
are
miss
we-
it.
catch a pass
Yeah.
and find him and give it back. Let him run off his screen. and give it
Or
back to
catch
him.
the pass, just attack immediately.
Are we
That's
done
drive.
expecting McBride to like get points now that
No.
Dante's going crazy, bro? Because like
McBride has his moments.
McBride had his fucking moments
McGregor.
like in the beginning of the.
They're gonna
Conor
need him
McGregor.
in this one.
Yeah.
They're gonna need him
Well, especially
because,
how
like I
Knicks went
keep
down.
saying,
Oh yeah, they're gonna need him, but like
the Pacers are so deep. The Knicks are gonna need at some
Yeah.
point. They're gonna need to get their legs back,
Yo,
bro.
yeah.
We're only gonna be 7 deep now.
Yeah, they're gonna need to get their
What do
legs
we
back
even
at some
do,
point.
bro? Is Alec Burks gonna get dusted off?
If I see fucking Alec, I would rather
Dust it off.
Matty J on one leg out there than Alec Burks.
Damn.
Precious will probably slide back.
Well, that's
yeah,
During
Precious.
closing
seven.
minutes,
Out of the
so-
boot.
Precious and Deuce.
No
yeah.
boot, no boot.
It was Mitch as the 8th man.
Now he's dead.
Well, Press was the 8th man, but now
Wow,
Mitch
yeah,
is
that's
dead.
really it.
And bro,
You
I
guys
hate
might
it.
see some Alec Burks at some
Oh,
point.
Jesus Christ! I don't know if that's.
I don't know if these guys are going to be able to go like that, especially if this goes the distance. At some point, they're going to need.
Bro,
some legs.
Josh Hart through.
I'm not saying like for
7
30 minutes, but like maybe like a 5-minute stretch of Alec Burks wouldn't be the worst.
through 7 playoff games. Josh Hart has sat for
Like
6
10
like
minutes.
15
yeah,
minutes.
it's insane.
fucking-
It's insane.
Yeah,
Out of all the-
7
Yeah.
playoff
I was
games.
looking at his playoff stats
Wow.
today. It was like first of all, like 18 and 12, and then but like 46 minutes a game.
That's
Tibbs
not
is going to
like
have his
normal at
retirement press
all.
conference when
Yeah.
he makes the Hall of Fame, and he's going to have like a whole hour-long speech just about Josh Hart. Like that's got to be the Tibbs' favorite player he's ever coached.
Yeah.
So it's funny you say that because all year Josh Hart has like absolutely loved just. I've read an article about how he just trolls Tibbs at every post-game press conference and stuff. Earlier in the season, he complained about his offensive role. Then he complained that he was getting played 48 minutes. He called Tom Thibodeau in a press conference Thomas. Just straight up said, "Yeah, Thomas is playing me too much," and just absolutely loves trolling Tom Thibodeau. So they got to be like this.
You know what's funny about Josh too? If you watch he said it on the podcast with him and Brunson, and like Brunson and Dante, they've all said it. He's like the worst
Practice.
person in practice ever. Like
Who?
fool Josh Hart. Like he's
does not practice.
like he's fooling around, doesn't give a fuck about practice, and then comes to the game to play 48 minutes of the most hard-nosed, aggressive basketball
I
you
didn't
could
know that.
imagine.
I did not know that.
It got to a point in the last game where I like when the shot goes up, I'm looking for Josh Hart because I want to see how exactly he just gets all these rebounds. And it's literally just like he just runs and jumps as high as he can. Like that's just as simple as it is. He's terrific. We've really unlocked something with him.
Bro, he's a straight fucking acrobat, like outright.
He's not even that athletic. That's the crazy.
He's not
part.
that athletic. He's not that strong. He's not that physical.
He's 6'4", jumping over fucking people 5 inches taller than him, snuffing boards. Like 3 fucking people there, and Josh Hart comes in, boom, grabs it, and like.
And then does it 15 more times.
Doesn't make it look easy, but you could see that fucking effort is there. Like he is. Wait, this game is nuts. He is there grabbing that fucking board, and and he wants that board, and he's gonna fucking get it.
Oh my God!
Holy shit,
Igor, bro, I love you. Oh, thank God. But
it's not just rebounds either. It's loose balls.
Like that's just something I noticed.
Yeah. Oh, they just scored.
No! Oh my God!
Rangers and I don't know who Carolina.
8 seconds left.
Yeah, Hurricanes, thank you. Rangers and the Hurricanes are tied with 8 seconds left. 3-3.
I'm getting a Shesty jersey.
Yeah.
Hey Chris, bad news, buddy.
Oh, Sleazy, are you a Hurricanes fan?
I think Luka just rolled his ankle and he might be fucked.
Nice.
Oh, come on, man. For fucking 30 points.
Wait, really?
Come on.
You're a
That's
dickhead.
insane.
But yeah, the Knicks, yeah, they look good.
I will say real quick. I read another thing about Josh talking about like his practice and why he doesn't care about practice. He said, "I will literally die if I practice the way that I play in basketball games."
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he said
probably would.
So I decide to not practice hard at all.
Totally fair, and then does what he does on the court in the game. Yeah.
It's funny because that would never be acceptable on any like team
for most players. Yeah, that's not
like.
But when you see that a guy does give it all,
it's
and
also the NBA. None
performs,
of the motherfuckers are practicing.
It doesn't matter that much, to be honest. But
it's not. Yeah, it was cool that he said that, but none of the motherfuckers are practicing anyway.
No, some of them. There's some practice demons.
Maybe like the first month of the season, bro. They're getting their individual work.
Practice demon.
They're getting their individual work. I'm sure Josh Hart's getting his individual work too. He's not fucking getting shots up because he plays so hard in the fucking game.
Yeah.
No,
he's not getting
he's
shots
probably
up.
just
standing
going
there doing
through like a
nothing.
scrimmage or
No,
whatever.
none of the motherfuckers are not at this point.
No, not at this point. They honestly shouldn't even have practices at this point if they're gonna play fucking 45
The
minutes.
motherfuckers, they give it a month probably.
Yeah, but
like
Dante
fucking
and
LeBron,
Jalen
bro. LeBron ain't doing no practice,
But
bro.
for them, it's still well, yeah, but that's the thing. It's LeBron. Like Josh
Right.
Hart
This is Josh
ain't even
Hart.
giving a fuck about practice.
Bro, he's the fucking second best player on a playoff team, bro.
I mean, that's crazy to think about. That is so wild to think about. That just goes to show how good Brunson is.
Oh, Sweezy, what's your thoughts on the Knicks?
I don't want to talk about the Knicks. Next question.
What's your thoughts
Wow.
on the Pacers?
Wait, really?
Fuck
Wait.
Yo, he is a generational
why is
hater
there
of
no-
our basketball team.
wait,
Okay,
Sleazy.
all right. I'll not troll.
Fuck the Knicks.
Bro.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Now I can't say it. All troll aside, I think the Pacers have absolutely no answer for Jalen Brunson. He's probably going to average 40 this series. If Tyrese Halliburton doesn't play how he played before he got hurt, I don't think the Pacers might win a game in Indiana, but I think this series is over really fast if Tyrese doesn't play like an all-star. Because clearly everybody else, I don't think the role players, I don't think they'll stay as consistent for as long. So eventually you're gonna need your star players, Miles, Tyrese, and Pascal, to eventually turn the corner and play like all-stars.
Yeah.
But until then, this series might be over really fast.
Let's hope so.
And fuck the Knicks.
Yeah. I mean, do we want to? I mean, quickly, I guess we could do a little preview. The Celtics just beat the whoever's the
Okay, that was crazy.
It really doesn't matter.
the Cavs. The Celtics beat the Cavs in game 1.
Respect Donnie Bravo, man, please.
Do we have any thoughts or
Nope,
predictions for that
Celtics
one?
in 5.
Celtics in 3.
Fuck, I took
I'll
the
give
fucking
him
series
Celtics
four
in
and
two.
two.
Celtics in two.
Is that stupid?
Franz Wagner
Yes.
had the worst Game 7 in Game 7 history. That
Lord.
was pretty cool.
Darius Garland was trying. And then the fourth quarter, he turned up a little bit. But Darius Garland.
No, I can't believe Franz folded like that.
Darius is gonna struggle again.
That might have been like the least anticipated Game 7 in Game 7 history, bro.
Oh, nobody cared.
Bro, I had that shit on because I was Cinco. I had that shit on at the bar. No one was watching that shit. But you know how many
It was a
people?
good
And
game
I
for
know,
both
I
of
know
them.
it's New York, but
We were
you know how many people were asking me? Fuck, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna have the Ranger game on, right?" I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna turn off the TVs at 4 o'clock." What do you think? Like, what do you think?
Bro, everyone
That was the first thing
locked.
fucking Rob said to me when I got there too. Like, Chris, make sure you put the Ranger game on. Okay, Rob.
Am I new here?
Mavs Thunder.
Yes.
Josh Green just nailed it 3, so the Mavs are winning in Game 1 right now, 14-12. What are our thoughts here? You know me, I'm rocking with the Mavericks. Mavs in 6. Luka is
Mavs in 6.
my dad.
Man, where you going?
All right. I thought about this series a lot.
Now that I'm
Um,
watching it, slow.
I'm gonna be honest.
Now that Dallas is up 2 points in
Yeah.
Game 1 in the first quarter, it's a little tough.
Damn.
Oh, that was a bomb though.
Big Jalen Williams.
Yeah. come
Oh
on,
my
yeah, I do that
God.
shit.
Talk
I do
your
this shit.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh no.
After thinking over this, wow, good pass, Kyrie. After thinking over this, I wanted to pick the Mavs, but I just see I get a lot of the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden vibes from these Thunder. They're going to the Western Conference Finals in 7. It's just that simple. The Thunder are legit, and then they're gonna get smacked around by the T-Wolves just like everybody else. So, but yeah, I think the Thunder are legit. I think they're here to stay.
Ooh, Luka, man.
So
Should've
I have
just
the
picked the
Thunder.
bunny, though.
I have the Thunder in 7.
Man, it's tough. Because see, Kyrie. No, they're not winning. Thunder in 6.
Isn't the weird thing about the
ahead.
Thunder is they're just that young
In
team.
6.
The Thunder are just like a young team that like could get scary, even though they're
Oh
the
my
number
god,
1
bro.
seed. You know what I mean?
That was
Right, they're just a
stupid.
young, like
They're just such a
inexperienced
young
team.
Yeah,
You like if someone's gonna go down, you could see it being them, right?
So
like yeah.
I
you
get
know?
it, but I don't know.
But now
they're
the
not,
Nuggets are
but-
going down, so it's like that kind of brings OKC like
That
can't
was an
both of them.
insane
Yeah,
pass.
that was-
So here's how I'll put it. I think like yes, this is a very young Thunder team, but they're older than their age suggests.
I think so too.
like they
Yeah.
play with a different pace. Like Jalen Williams and Shea just seem like they're built for the playoffs. And then like we were talking about depth before with the Pacers or like some of these other teams. Bro, the Thunder were playing 11 deep last series.
Yeah.
And even if you cut it down, you're cutting it down to 9 very, very, very good NBA players.
Yeah.
So
They also just they play with that swag, man.
yes.
Like they just have juice.
And
Like,
they have defenders to go at Luka. And I don't think they have a big man presence to fully take advantage of Chet the way that I think the Thunder and the T-Wolves and the Nuggets can do. So but yeah, that's how I feel about
yeah.
this.
But I mean, then again, Luka could just turn into Superman like he likes to do from time to time and take it home. And Kyrie has been on another level these playoffs, honestly. So that's why I say if it goes the distance, Luka and Kyrie in a game 7, it's hard to bet against them. But so I'm not gonna do that.
You know, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like
What's the thing, bro?
Kyrie showed that like how much he gives a shit about winning this. The way he's been playing. What the fuck? What the fuck is so funny?
NBA player cares
I-
about winning.
That's fair
a
to
good
say.
point.
Joey, no, me too. But like, what the fuck? No, no. What I'm trying to say is like,
care about winning.
no, I'm saying like
Some
you
guys
can just
don't.
tell
Bradley
like
Beal doesn't.
he really gives a
He's
shit
locked
about
in.
winning.
He's
Like,
locked in.
like he shows what's the word?
Cares?
Outputs fucking what is it?
Exudes.
His aura is like I want to fucking win.
Kyrie
It's not
does
just-
have
Especially
aura.
especially last series when Luka was down in the dumps and struggling, a lot of times you saw Kyrie put the backpack on and kind of get them to where they had to be. So
yeah.
And just
And
make
Kyrie don't
those
really do it in the
ridiculous
first
layups.
half.
that's
It's
kind of what
weird.
you want
It's
to
always the
see.
second half.
But that's what you want to see from them. That's kind of why they brought
Yeah.
Kyrie there for. Obviously, you don't want Luka to be struggling, but if Luka ever is struggling, Kyrie could kind of put on the backpack and carry for a quarter or a half or whatever he has to do. And then if it gets down to the nitty gritty, hopefully you get both those guys in a groove. And that's kind of the formula right there. Other guys hit some shots and defend at a high level.
Yeah.
It's funny because I feel like one's usually carrying the other, but I it's rare that I've seen them both like just juicing each other with shots. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take the
That's why
like,
they're
take a quarter
scary
each.
because they haven't had that game all series. Last series, they didn't have a game like that.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
And when that happens, bro, when that happens,
Yeah,
that's going to be
They kind of did in
fucking
game 1 of the Clippers-Mavs series, but that one, it was a blowout. That was all in the second half when they were down 30 anyway. So
Right. So they had to fucking show up.
Oh, Sleazy, how you feeling about Clippers-Mavs, bro?
Or Thunder Mavs.
Thunder Mavs. Sorry.
Honestly, bro, as simple as it is, bro, I think it comes down to the two best players. Like, whoever wills their team more is just pretty much gonna win the series. Like, it's as crazy as it sounds, it's literally just, can y'all best player outplay our best player? And it's really that simple.
And
Obviously,
who
the role players are gonna have to contribute, obviously, because you can't just win a game like that.
So who do you think is winning?
Bro, it's so weird because I want to say the
I'm probably gonna pick the Mavericks, bro.
Yeah, you said the Thunder, right?
No, I
Yeah.
said the
You
Thunder.
said the Thunder.
I said the Thunder too.
You said the Thunder. I don't know. I feel like it's the Mavs, man. Like,
It's always the Mavs.
I
bro.
really think it's. The
I
Mavs.
mean, I know you throwed all my part. You have money on the Mavs, so take the Mavs.
I did. I have them
Yeah.
winning 4-2.
So take the Mavs.
Wait, how did you take the series?
4-2.
Mavs and me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I think this is a 7-game
that's-
series.
I agree.
Chill.
Could be.
Yo,
yeah.
all right. So what I did do is I took,
Mavs in 6, winning at home in front of Mark Cuban and the fellas.
I took every single series. This is really stupid. I realized afterwards. I took every single series to go 4-2. But who I chose to win the series is looking good. But
But that doesn't
do
do
it.
anything for you.
That doesn't make it
It doesn't do shit for you.
If you just did a parlay of the
I
winners,
guess you take a moral victory on that,
yeah.
but that's about it.
No, but I don't know. I took every series to go 4-2. Imagine, has that ever happened before? Where all series
Sure.
go 4-2?
Yeah, why not?
No, I mean, like, if you don't know,
I don't
just say
know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Why not?
why not?
In the second round,
I said why
it's
not when I fucking placed
4
it.
series. I'm
maybe.
sure it's happened before.
Yeah, every
4 series to go 6 games. That's not that.
yeah.
I'm sure it's happened at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
No,
like
Lakers,
I
no,
should have
no,
taken
Knicks
that into
Heat
account
did
when
go
placing that.
6.
No,
I
that
just said
wasn't-
Knicks Heat.
Who did the Celtics play in the second round last year? The
poverty team.
Nuggets
Yeah,
Suns went
Sixers.
6.
The Sixers went 7.
7, yeah.
Warriors, Lakers go. No, oh wait, we already just did
Lakers
that.
Warriors went
5.
5.
5.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, not last year. Sorry, Pete.
We were close.
So I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm cooked.
Yo,
Well, this
Pete,
would be
we're
the
hopping.
first time it ever
Pete and
happened.
Tom, we're hopping on GTA tonight.
GTA.
GTA.
I don't have it installed.
Download that shit.
Oh, Sleazy, you said something interesting. It's the stars, the battle of the stars here. I actually think it's quite the opposite for OKC. I think you want to make it the opposite. I think for OKC, if you're going to win the series, it needs to be about the others. Like, of course, Shea obviously needs to hoop, and then J-Dub and Chet. But I think your biggest advantage is the fact that you have 9 guys in your rotation that are like fully capable NBA players, and I think you need to take advantage.
They
of
should
that.
never lose the bench points battle in this entire
Exactly.
series. If they lose that, they're fucked.
Brother, Gordon
way
Hayward's like their 8th guy.
Yeah. No way. If
Hayward can still hoop.
I'd be shocked. I wonder how that'll play out, but I wonder if like the Thunder's bench scoring will correlate to how many games they win in the series. Like if there's going to be a certain number throughout the series that the bench has to get to
Yeah.
for them.
Bro,
Got
Jalen
the
Williams is
bounce.
cooking, brother.
Big J.
Big
J-Dub.
Jalen.
Looks like Duke Dennis. Yeah, that's the guy, right?
Does look
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Do we have anything else? Do we want to talk about the 76ers or just end the podcast and do TikTok? We have a
Put
whole
Joel Embiid in a goddamn retirement home.
I think they get Paul George. Hot take.
I don't even think that's enough.
I think it's enough. You're telling me Tyrese
They're
Maxey
like-
won't
they're
Paul
like-
George?
At the end of the day, bro,
showing up,
you're
bro.
gonna bank on Joel Embiid getting hurt again, and you're leaving Paul George out there by himself again.
Well, no, he has Tyrese
Yeah,
Maxey.
it's really about Big Tubby getting the job done, bro.
He just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
It's more if Joel Embiid can stay healthy, bro, then we'll have a
You
He needed to get knocked out this series so he could just fucking get healthy.
You could put whoever you
Bro,
want.
I thought that same
if that
thing,
poor
like,
bastard had to play another series.
Yeah, like, that's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, there's no way they win this series because like he don't even probably want to win this fucking series.
motherfucker has a
Like-
torn meniscus, Bell's palsy.
If he beat y'all and has to play the
terrible.
Pacers for 6
Jesus,
games, he
bro.
probably would have like.
Have you guys
They're
actually
awesome,
looked at his have you guys looked at like his facial expressions while he played? He's always like just like always like at the foul line. He's like,
Nah,
It's so funny because it's so true.
I'm just like, bro, this guy, I feel so bad for him.
he
Like,
is like hunched over with his hands on his knees a lot. And as someone who's played basketball, like that's a
Universal
Bro,
sign.
he-
I'm
universal,
exhausted.
yeah.
bro, he
Universal sign of
steps around
being
the
gassed.
court like his cheeks are tight. He's just like, you know what I mean? It's like
He can't even play the same half the time. He can't jump the same. He doesn't have the same.
He couldn't even run.
bro. The ball will come to him from like a rebound. He'll be like, he gets it. He's just like,
he can't jump.
it's like throws it and like it fucking goes in. Like it goes in. He flicks his wrist, doesn't jump, just like rolls it in. And I'm like,
That third quarter of
that
game
just
6,
happened.
though.
Like,
I really
third
felt bad for him.
game
Just
6,
like,
bro.
bro, he's not even.
He's
I didn't
just
even. He was like 60% of himself that series.
and it's crazy because he was still putting
It
up
just
like
goes to
fucking
show how
30
good-
points some
He had a
games.
50 piece
Yeah,
on us,
50,
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, and like he's not even like fucking like healthy, but he's not fully Embiid.
No, he's really.
Not even close.
That's
He
fucking
just
crazy.
hold the
He's just
lead.
M.
Like,
He's just M.
like all right, that dunk where he threw it off the glass and then fucking dunked and he almost fucking re-injured himself.
That was
That-
crazy.
That was
Bro,
that was nuts.
That was a peak at like a snippet of like if he's fully healthy, how scary
the
that
kinda
fucking
shit I'm
guy is to
doing.
verse.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like if he didn't after he injured, he was probably like, all right, like fuck this year.
If that
I'll do
wasn't-
this next year.
If that wasn't the most encapsulating play of the Joel Embiid experience,
Yeah.
I really don't know what
He
the fuck
throws it
is.
off, makes a crazy play,
Bro.
throws off the glass, dunks, and then gets hurt.
He's
Yeah.
finished.
One thing I will say
Just
about
like,
Embiid
oh,
that I
shit.
noticed this series was usually the recipe in the playoffs for Embiid is like double him and make him make a bad decision. And he was like his passing
Yes.
out of double teams was really good. So I mean, yeah, he's just got to
He makes it look so easy.
He's
and
improved every year.
and
yeah,
he's-
yeah.
and he looks like he's struggling, but then makes it look so easy at the same time. And it's like that poor guy needs to fucking
I'm
recover.
gonna be honest, bro. Next season, fucking MVP, fucking All NBA team. Play him. Isaiah Joe's really good at basketball too, by the way. Play him for
Shot didn't
like
count.
I know it didn't, but
Oh,
still.
okay.
Play him for like 40 games. Just make the playoffs and make it with him healthy.
Yeah.
That's it. And then go from there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think Phil. Oh my
Wow.
Chet.
And
Holy
also, their whole team is like
shit.
free agents this offseason.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about them more in the offseason.
Bias.
I don't want to
Yeah.
wrap this up because I want to watch it at the end of this game.
That's
Me
fine.
too. I agree.
All right.
No, bro. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Yeah.
a nice
and
quick
short.
one.
Nice and
Nice
short.
quick one.
Well,
We'll be back Thursday for real this time. I know I fucking promised that last week.
they
and
went to
then-
the game.
But
though.
then, yeah, you
Yeah,
they
they
went to the
impulsively
game.
Yeah.
got tickets to the Knick game. So
I'll
I'm
get a
sure
pass.
you understand.
Don't do it again.
Oh, Sleazy,
shit.
tell the people where they can find you.
Okay, I am on TikTok at OSleazy OSL3EZY. I am on Instagram at We Trust Mari.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not hard to find.
And what's your home address?
Yeah.
That's so
11240.
CVV on credit card.
Oh, one other question. Oh, Sleazy, who's winning the NBA championship?
The Boston Celtics, bro. I can't give you any.
All right,
other
why did we ask that question?
I did it on purpose. I knew
Oh,
he was
yeah,
going
that
to
was
say
a
the
good one.
Celtics.
Sorry.
I can't give you any other answer until proven otherwise.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Couple BallGame 1K hoodie. We might have some summer merch coming out soon, hopefully. Maybe some shorts and tank tops. Yeah, something like that. Follow all our socials linked in the description. I think that's everything.
Show off the muscles in the summer and ball game shit. And with
Yeah.
that,
Nah, run it.
go.
what would you guys want to wear in the
Yes.
summer? Because then we'll.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
pick
you
that.
guys tell us what you want.
What
for
do
the
they
summer,
want?
Mark.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What do you guys
Yeah, for
want?
sure, for
We'll,
sure.
Do you
we'll
want
make it.
like Speedos? Because we could have a ball.
Like
game Speedo.
we could make that if that's the popular
Ball game written across the ass.
Yeah,
Those would go crazy, bro.
no ball game. And with that,
Team Drake or
And
Team
with
Kendrick,
that-
and with that,
ball
ball game.
game.
Ball game.